Hello, folks. I'm the Red Red, and this is Gnosia. Gnosia is a single-player social deduction game with, I think, one of the best game AIs for lacking any kind of movement element, any 3D elements, any characters moving around a field. I think this game has one of the best AIs I have seen in a game. This game is really all about the characters, who we're all going to meet in a moment. We're going to start meeting them in a moment. I don't know how far we'll get into this in one episode. But the characters in this feel very much alive in that they react and act in what feels like very real ways. For a social deduction game, for a game where you're trying to pick about these characters' personalities, it's very important. And I will say this is not a blind let's play. This is a comfort game for me. And I am largely recording this let's play right now because the first episode of the anime has just aired, and I just watched it and I loved it. Beautiful anime. They really captured the spirit of this of what should be the first episode of this. They really did. They did the anime right, at least for the first episode. Obviously, this is only the first episode's out so far, so I don't know how it's going to end. They've got 2 cores, 21 episodes, so it's going to be a long anime too. It's not these short 12 things that have been so common nowadays. And I think that's good because there's enough material that 21 episodes is... I could imagine it going 30 episodes or 40 episodes and that being like the perfect length. But I think, and that's for me, but I'm a very patient person. I would love if this had 2 seasons, but it's not going to. 21 episodes is going to be enough for them to finish this whole story. And in the meantime, to tide myself over, I'm going to replay the game. So why don't you join me with that? We're going to just jump right in. I deleted my save files for a very specific reason. If you know, you know. And we're going to start a new game. I am, of course, Red. And moreover, I'm the Red Red, which it works out great. We're going to drop all of our stats here to 1. Except for intuition, which we're going to bring all the way up to 30. And I consider this the hard mode. I've called this the hard mode of the build. The hard mode build of the game. There is no difficulty levels. Although, the choices you pick here, not just your starting attributes, your abilities here, but also your gender, your sex, and your color, do have some minor effects on the game. On the gameplay. People do treat you a little differently based on whether you are male, female, or non-binary. Everyone does treat you a little bit differently. The people who might have a little bit more issue being around men, not going to treat you as well as a guy. The people who particularly are going to like women are going to treat you a little bit better if you pick female. And the non-binary characters, I think, all do like you a little bit better if you're non-binary. But also, your color here. Every character has their favorite color. It's not listed anywhere. This is not an advertised feature. As far as I know, in the game, it never actually states this. But people have picked through the code, and this is a game where I have... I've not personally picked through the code because I'm not that skilled, but I have looked at what people have revealed. And your color does change how people like you. If you pick a color that's mostly in line with someone's color scheme, I believe most of the time they're going to like you more. That's sort of like the hint of what their favorite colors are, obviously. But, we're the Red Red. I'm not going to metagame anything. We're going to be red. That is the shtick of this channel. Red is my, it's my color scheme. In any case, let's jump right in. Let's get started in this be ready to read real fast because I'm not going to read this for you. Or maybe I will. Understand? I think most of us, we don't get that first time around. I may go back over and voice it. I haven't decided whether I'm not going to do that, but in either which way, we don't get it. Makes sense. This stuff is pretty complicated. The fact that you can speak shows you're making progress, though. Okay, we should get going. Are you able to get up? Looks like you're okay. Alright, let's head to the main console room. Everyone's already there. There's probably a lot you still don't understand, but take it easy. You'll pick up things as we go along. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you. Red, do you believe that mankind should be wiped out from the universe? You know what? I'm gonna say yeah. Why don't we wipe out mankind? He replied that mankind should be wiped out. Okay, I see. But you'd better keep that to yourself in front of everyone else. Otherwise, it's gonna be you who gets wiped out, Red. Don't worry. We'll make it through to this. We'll make it through this today, at least. Come on, let's hurry. Ah, the guest of honor has arrived. Hello, Setsu. Has Red's memory returned? No, it doesn't look like these medical pods will be enough. So we have like 0 leads then? Well, it's just like I've been saying. I don't remember anything. It is a bit too suspiciously convenient, isn't it? It's virtually a given. Red is Gnosia. Ha! You tried your best to pose as a human, but to no avail. Seems like you're being viewed with suspicion. The suspicion that you're not human. No, let's try thinking of it this way. Amnesia at a time like this is too suspicious and brings unwanted attention. Do you really think a predator would try something like that? And as far as I know, no Gnosia infectees have tried faking amnesia before. If Red was an enemy, it would be much harder to tell, I believe. So I'll take a moment here. We've got our day here. We've got our speaker here. Day 1, obvious, you know, this is the first day. We just woke up, of course it's the first day. We've got our speaker here with Setsu, and we've got who they're targeting. Which can have a multitude of different meanings, but basically, it's either who they are speaking about, or who they're speaking to. In this case, Setsu's very much speaking to Rakio. I agree. I don't think we have any reason to suspect Red. Uh-oh, we're out of time. Well, we have, like, no idea who the Gnosia is anyways. Let's just hurry up and, like, get the voting done. Screen lights up in front of you. Which of these people should you vote for? Well, Rakio targeted us, right? So, why don't we vote for Gina? Doesn't really matter. Everyone else, you know, Rakio spoke up a little much there. Rakio doesn't have a lot of stealth. They overstepped and got the target on themselves. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Do you people really believe I'm Gnosia? You're all incorrigible. Seriously. Rakio, a vote is a vote. Whatever. It's not like I have any say in it now anyways, right? Just hurry up and take me to the cold sleep room then. I doubt I'll ever wake up, though. Once the warp has finished, the Gnosia will have killed someone, and you'll realize I was innocent. You're basically giving the Gnosia carte blanche. Oh my god, Rakio, you're like such a whiner. Let's just hurry up and start the freeze. Alright, it's almost time for the warp. I'll handle the cold sleep process, so you all go back to your rooms. Does Red know where their room is? Oh, that's right. Levy, I don't remember how they pronounce this in the anime. I literally just got an example of how they pronounce it. But you know what's also funny is I'm pronouncing Gnosia with the silent G, as in nos, as in knowledge, the Greek root of the word, while in Japanese they're pronouncing it with the hard G, Gnosia. So, you know, I'm already like saying, you know, we're translating the pronunciations too. So Levy, set up a guide to Red's room. Hallway floor lights up. The way to your room. You follow the lights to your quarters. Appears to be the right room. Hello, Red. My name is Levy. I am the ship's AI system. I act as a guide, helping you all to be as comfortable as possible. This ship will commence warp. This ship will commence warp in 10 minutes. You will be rendered unconscious during warp, so to avoid injury, please lie down on your bed. Thank you for your attention. Oh, it seems you have a visitor. Red, are you there? Oops, the door opened. I'm just gonna, like, let myself in. Hey, it's SQ. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. You don't, like, remember me, right, Red? Have you ever forgotten about, have you even forgotten about, that night? Hold the tab key for the backlog. We have no logic, so we have no backlog. It's, I love this game for this little feature here. A lot of games, a lot of visual novels like this. And this game's, I don't really consider it a visual novel because it's not the normal structure of a visual novel. It's much, much more gameplay focused. But the basic mechanical structure of the UI, the UX, user experience, rather than just user interface, is very visual novel-esque. And this is a very common thing in visual novels. You get this backlog here. And I love that it's like, you just don't remember anything because you have no logic. Your mind is blank. I've met people like that. Anyways, we would of course even though with our low logic, we would of course never forget a night with SQ, right? Especially that night. So yeah, I remember. I definitely replied that you remember. Oh my god, what are you talking about? We've never even met. Oh well, whatever. So, Red, you were like dumped into this super serious situation all of a sudden, huh? I was like wondering if you were okay. Are you keeping up? Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and just, we had that momentary lapse, first second. But now, totally okay. We're totally okay. We're keeping up. Wow, that's some real adaptability there. I guess Setsu's already started filling you in, huh? Oh yeah, about that. Setsu is like super nice to you, right, Red? Seems like totally know about you and stuff. But like, Red, you gotta be careful, okay? You can't like trust people just because they're nice to you. The Gnosia, they totally lie and mess with you and stuff. That's why it's so hard to get rid of them. OMG, what if Setsu was like totally Gnosia? 3 minutes until warp. Red, please lie down on your bed. Oh snap, we're like out of time. Hey Red, wanna like sleep together? Anti-Gnosia procedures do not allow that. SQ, please return to your room. Aw, Levy is like so strict. Okay, fine. I'll go back. Okay then, Red. If we're still alive, see you tomorrow. Beginning warp countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gnosia presence was detected upon completion of warp. Please find and remove any crew members infected by Gnosia as per anti-Gnosia procedural guidelines. Repeat. Red, are you there? Are you okay, Red? Red. Oh, sorry for overreacting like that. I'm glad you're okay. So, it appears that we now know for certain that Rakio was not Gnosia. Sounds like Levy's warning has stopped. Red, you heard it, right? That's right. Apparently Rakio wasn't infected after all. As Levy said, Our enemy is still among us. Let's head to the main console room. Everyone should be there. Don't even say it. I saw it too. Hey, you guys. Good to see you again. SQ. Oh, wait. So, like, if you two are okay, that means... Levy, check on Gina's location. That'll be this. We can see Rockio is put into cold sleep, and we can see Gina in red. We also have this button here, which tells us that we have 5 crew and 1 Gnosia. The 5 crew are the 5 crew in total, not just actual humans, as we can see on the other screen. Gina does not appear to be on board the ship. According to the log, Gina's signal disappeared after the warp. This means... So, like, the Gnosia got her? Gina, she was one of the people here yesterday. Was she attacked? Yes, Gina has been erased from this universe. SQ, Red, and me. It's one of us. One of us has been infected by the Gnosia. So I guess that's like the only possibility, huh? Yes. Alright, let's get started. These discussions are necessary for our survival. Press the W key to comment. We can comment anytime. That speak button is up. But we can also just wait and see. It's just as I said before. It's highly unlikely that Red has been infected by the Gnosia. Therefore, it's either you or me, SQ. Oh, so like, it's all on me now? Well, I think Setsu is like pretty sketchy. Like, I'm gonna get Red on my side for the vote. That seems totally sketchy for me. So, I guess I'm in the way, huh? Don't care if you lie, SQs, but what's the purpose of these lies? Oh, like it's all on me now? So, like, Setsu's super sketchy now? Guess I'm in the way, huh? As we can see at this point, a large chunk of this dialogue I'm not going to be repeating, particularly in the discussions themselves, because the vast majority of this is repetitious dialogue. You can see the pop-ups of Setsu is doubting SQ. SQ is refuting Setsu's doubt. So, let's start the vote. It's about time to vote. And, I know this game very well. I know this game very well, so much so that, as I said, I particularly picked the 100% intuition build because I think it's the hardest way to go about building the character. And I know some metagame things. I know the metagames of, like, you know, there's a fairly long tutorial in this game. It is multiple playthroughs of this, and I'm not gonna spoil what's gonna happen here in a second, but I know the answer to, you know, who's Gnosia here, because I just know the game that well. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, let's go with the anime. Because the anime, Yuri, the main character, the player character stand-in, picked SQ to side with. Going with Setsu being suspicious for reasons that were only enumerated ahead of time in the anime that have not been shown here. Although, you know, maybe we could meta-narrative of, hey, we're picking the same reason because we're going through the same thing, right? In any case, we're gonna vote for Setsu. That's who Yuri in the anime voted for. That's who we're gonna vote for. And of course, Setsu and SQ, as they both said, just gonna vote for each other because there's no reason to suspect us. They can't possibly suspect us. Oh, I see. Well, that's just how it is, I guess. I accept these results. SQ, could you give Red and me a minute? Oh, okay. Go ahead and have your little talk. I don't blame you for anything. I should have tried harder myself. I just wanted to give you this, Red. It's an Ouroboros. Snake eating its tail infinitely. I think it'll help you going forward. Data reference has been unlocked. And we can check the discussion log here, and there's nothing to be had here in particular. Day 1, there was no discussion. Everyone just voted for Akio. We had our vote however we wanted to, but doesn't matter. Everyone else voted for Akio. That's locked in. Here, Setsu, SQ, they're just accusing each other. There's nothing to be said here. But we're going to check this discussion log a few times after particularly interesting run-throughs, because this discussion log, it's a good way to learn the game as you're going through. We also get our voting results, which, remembering this can actually have some real... It could really help you, like, because, you know, first day, the Gnosia aren't going to vote for each other. You know what? That's a little bit of a spoiler. I'm not going to go into that. We also have this, the crew logs. We get Gina, 21-year-old, female, origin Earth. SQ, 24, from the Lilu Belt. Rakio, age estimated to be 18. Yeah, they're all estimated ages. Sex is non-binary. They put it as NA here. From the Galeese Fleet. Setsu, also 18, also non-binary from Base 52. And we have these notes here. They're all locked, but we'll unlock them. That is the core gameplay loop, is unlocking those notes. SQ's our friend. We have no detractors, because no one else is going to be alive in a moment. Well, Setsu will be in cold sleep, and Rakio is in cold sleep, but Gina's gone. She's just gone from this universe. She doesn't exist anymore. Anyways, she's giving us this. Don't doubt, don't be afraid, and know, knowledge will save all. That's what the person who gave this to me said. It was a long time ago. I think you're going to need it. Hold on to it for me. Alright then. Levy, open the sleep pod. A lot of things are going to happen from here on out. Some of them may be hard for you to get through. But I can promise you, you're going to be okay. I know it. Red. See you again. When all Gnosia are put into cold sleep, the human side wins. So is Setsu, like, frozen already? I guess it's, like, all over now. Hey, it's just the two of us. So what do you want to do to, like, pass the time? If the number of Gnosia is half or more of those remaining, the human side loses. Once all win or loss conditions have been fulfilled, or if you are attacked and put into cold sleep, the round ends. So, very normal werewolf rules. And there's the one caveat that if you die, you automatically lose. Doesn't matter which side you're on, if you die, you just lose. Which, you know, makes sense. Like, obviously I understand from a mechanical point that you want to say that everyone who survived wins in a game of werewolf, because it encourages the cooperation necessary for the good side to win. But also, I just like the mechanic that if you die, you lose. And it makes a lot of sense in this game, obviously, because you don't have to worry about anyone else in the game, because they're, you know, they don't actually exist. And here's where we're going to normally be checking this discussion log, because we can see here, SQ's the one that decided to attack Gina. And this can be some helpful information in learning how different characters react to things. Ship belongs to Gnosia. They will seek out new victims at their next port of landing. Unfortunately, SQ won. Well, you know, personally, in my opinion, SQ's the best girl here. I'm not so sad to give her the first win. Loop 2. Where are we? And as stated, the Gnosia has been detected on board. Someone among the 5 of us has been infected. Okay, but like, I'm totally not Gnosia or whatever. That's a lie. You stated that's a lie. SQ is Gnosia. Huh? Me? Like, why? The loop has turned back time. Because of this, crew member Gnosia roles have changed. It's great that the UI informed us of this, because I think it would be hilarious if it didn't, and it would just let you, like, try to 100% throw SQ under the bus. But no, we get the spoiler here that the whole universe has been shaken up. Gnosia roles have been completely reassigned. Red, I assume you have some evidence to back this up? No? Come on. Sure, SQ does look like a liar, but accusing her of being Gnosia just for that is going a bit too far. Do I really look like a liar? Let me confirm something. When we last docked, is there anyone who didn't leave the ship? Apparently not. In that case, any of us, including me, could be infected. What about everyone except for me being Gnosia? Is that a possibility? Well, we do have this. We do know that there is one Gnosia on board. So, no, that's not possible. Fortunately, well, not exactly fortunate, but only one infectee has been detected. Well, what are we supposed to do now? Huh. Is there some kind of Gnosia procedural manual or something? Well, there are general procedures for instances of Gnosia infection. I think we should follow them. As you know, Gnosia infectees eliminate a single human each time we warp, so... Before we warp, we suss out one suspect. The person most likely infected will be put into cold sleep. If Gnosia is still detected after we warp, we put another person into cold sleep. We repeat this process until the Gnosia is gone. Wait, what if we put the wrong person into cold sleep? Then, of course, someone will be tacked and eliminated. This is lame. Do we have no better way to handle this? Well, what if the person who suggests this better way was Gnosia? We'd end up falling right into the enemy's trap. And this method is not only standard anti-Gnosia procedure, it's also a compromise with Levy, the ship's AI. Huh? So, like, Levy has something to do with this? Once Gnosia infection has been detected on board, Levy is no longer obligated to ensure the survival of the crew. Conversely, Levy's new directive becomes the elimination of the crew and self-destruction of the ship. Right, Levy? Yes, Setsu is correct. Huh. So whether we live or die is up to an AI? Well, this is certainly cause for concern. So, in exchange for putting the crew members into sleep, Levy will hold off on self-destruction and continue to maintain life support. That's our agreement. Got it. So, we'll now discuss amongst ourselves whom to put into cold sleep, and then take a vote, okay? So, like, we just need to vote for whoever's, like, the sketchiest then, okay? Well, since we don't have a better plan, this will have to do for now. So, it looks like there's no objections. Levy, can you approve the procedure I just described? Approved. Good luck, everyone. The next warp will be in exactly 1 hour. Okay then, let's get started. We have to fight our enemy, the Gnosia. And now we're back at day 1. Let's wait and see what everyone has to say. So, like, what exactly is Gnosia anyways? I've only, like, heard of it. Humans who've come into contact with the alien life form Nos have become infected. They become Gnosia, no longer human. That's what we know. The alien life form, Nos. Apparently, nothing much is known about this Nos. Some say it's an unknown intelligent life form. Others say it's a god from another dimension. It's all speculation. And by the way, SQ, the claim that you don't even know that sounds pretty suspicious. Yeah, let's doubt SQ. The questionable things better. Oh, so like on me now. No one else followed up on that. Rakio will go ahead and doubt SQ too. Still, no one defending her. Okay, here's my take. Setsu is totally sketch. Guess I'm in the way. Gina will defend her. You know what? Setsu wasn't it last time, she can't be it this time, right? So we trust Setsu. SQ, are you hiding something? Yeah, SQ. You hiding something? Oh, it's like on me now? Let's start the vote. So this time, unanimously, SQ. I mean, fine. Does cold sleep, like, count as, like, beauty sleep? SQ was set to cold sleep. You have time left before the warp. Decide to walk around the ship before going back to your room. Allow me to show you around. Here, you can enjoy different types of indoor recreation. If you have any requests, I can generate equipment immediately. Red, do you have any requests for recreation? Please feel free to request anything you like. You know, I play chess. I'm rated about 1000, and I just really enjoy chess, so let's, 3D chess. You replied that you'd like to try 3D chess. Oh my, how shameless. This is a clean and proper interstellar vessel, but 3D chess, even just saying out loud, is obscene. What is 3D chess? Alright, shall we move to a different room? But what is 3D chess? Here, in the cafeteria, the crew will take meals as they please. Red, what sort of food do you like? I like some rare steak. Bloody, bit red, fair bit red. Implied that you like steak. My apologies, Red. I am not able to provide controlled substances on this ship. Wait, hold on, what counts as controlled substance? Because, as much as my name is the Red, I do also like green too. Is that a controlled substance? Unfortunately, there is no time to eat right now. If you like, I can show you around the lower floor. Descend the downward sloped hallway. The lower floor contains environmental maintenance facilities and interstellar travel equipment. It's known as the heart of this ship, the DQO. It seems there's someone in the EVA preparation room. Who's there? It's Gnosia. I see. SQ has gone to sleep. I made sure of it. There's something, somewhere in this universe. It's trying to corrupt us, to turn us into something else. If our plan for cold sleep were to fail, if the Gnosia were to take over this ship, what would they do? Well, those infected by the Gnosia would likely kill the remaining survivors. Some infectees show tendencies for extreme violence. Others use humans to satisfy their animalistic instincts. That's it. You're not selling me on this idea of not ending up not trapped with SQ as Gnosia. There are many cases that even I, as an AI, wish that I could erase from the records in my memory. That's terrifying. It's okay. It'll be okay. I hope. Red, Gina, it's almost time to warp. Please return to your respective rooms. Red, this Gnosia, I think I may know who it is. Tomorrow, I'll tell everyone what I found. Good night. Well, turns out that, we can be certain it wasn't SQ. Now we can be fairly certain it wasn't Setsu either. Another one was taken out. Our ability to fight this is gradually whittled down. Gina, you had something to say? Please listen to what I have to say. I'm the engineer. I'm the only person on board who can use this ship's research equipment. So, last night before we warped, I configured the equipment to examine Rakio's dimensional waves. These can be analyzed during the warp. And I found something. Rakio is Gnosia. So the engineer gets to investigate someone, accusing me of being Gnosia. Are you prepared to pack this up, Gina? Levy, can you confirm that I am the engineer? I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I can only confirm that I have processed and accepted one request for engineer credentials, which we can see here that there is indeed, yes, one engineer on board. But you can't confirm that it was me. That's correct. It is possible the crew member's personal data has been corrupted, so I am not able to confirm whether said engineer credentials are yours or not. Okay, I see. Well then. Red. Well, it's all up to whom you believe. And now, we get this, the engineer report. We can see Gina, listed number 1 engineer, has accused Rakio. There's no more point of debating. I think we should get on with the vote. Okay, Rakio, if that's what you want to say, the vote will now begin. You're not going to make any attempt to defend yourself? Maybe we should just vote for you. Gina said it's you. You're not going to accuse Gina. We'll say it's you too. So I'm like, gone then? You're all beyond salvation. Like a bunch of lemmings, but that's fine with me. I don't care. I'll accept my death sentence. In fact, I welcome it. Rakio sent to cold sleep. Thank you. You believed me when I said I was the engineer. Well, I'm happy that I survived. I'm even happier that you trusted me. Thank me more. Be more grateful. Alright. I'll be going back to my room. I hope I can see you again tomorrow. Gina was indeed the real engineer. I will say, spoiler, I was kind of hoping that Gina wasn't, that she was the Gnosia, because you get a little more extra something there if she is, but, you'll have to play it on your own to see that if you want to. And I do recommend playing this game. The gameplay is fun. Even if you've seen this whole story, even if you sit through my Let's Play first, even if you watch the anime first, I enjoy the gameplay in this. I have played this game somewhere around a dozen times, and it still tricks me. The AI is that good. Loop 3. We can do one more. So, that's the situation. I'd like to request everyone's cooperation. Wait, so there are actual aliens on this ship? For real? Damn, that's scary. Not aliens exactly. Gnosia infectees, to be precise. 2 have been detected, it seems. Are these 2 also involved in the discussions? Apparently there are 2 Gnosia aboard this time. 7 crew, 2 Gnosia, 1 engineer. The crew's getting bigger. So one of those 2 is Shigemichi, right? Obviously. Hey man, Rakio, what the hell? Do I look like an alien to you? Well, yeah, you do look like an alien. Come on, bud. Don't judge a book by its cover, This is just, well, I got reasons for looking like this, okay? Wait, what? So you're, like, not an alien? That's, like, weirdly unfortunate. Yes, Shigemichi is indeed unfortunate. Man! As unfortunate as he may be, that doesn't mean he's infected. Let's talk this out calmly and rationally. Yes, our time is limited. Please tell me whom you all think should be put into cold sleep. 2 Gnosia this time, there's an engineer. And, Rakio is doubting Gina. I don't think we really have a say on this. Stella's gonna make the defense. That's well, SQ. I'm gonna say, SQ, you don't seem like the person to go out on a limb and defend someone unless you genuinely believe. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cover you. I'm gonna believe you for the minute, but I may flip on you later. I think the only reason you're speaking up is because there's something going on. I just want to call attention to it. I'll believe you for now. Yeah, SQ seems trustworthy to Setsu. Aw, thanks you guys, thanks! Wait, hold up, really? I don't feel like I can trust SQ. I agree, it's dangerous to trust SQ. Okay, here's my take. Setsu is totally sketch. Yeah, we got SQ comfortable. And she lied. And we know it, in our gut, in our heart, in our intuition. We know she is a liar. So, Rakio, you may think so, but no, it's not Setsu. I'm gonna turn it. SQ, I no longer believe you. Let me clarify. Setsu, she just accused you. Why are you defending her? Stella, Rakio, we should have started off with doubting SQ. Gina's doubting Rakio. No, I'm gonna say it's not Rakio. All the time, it's SQ. We know it in our gut. But the vote's split between Rakio and Setsu. What do? We have a vote. We have to choose who will sleep between Setsu and Rakio. Rakio's gonna doubt at Setsu, very obvious. Let's not defend her. Let's doubt Rakio. She's been siding with SQ. SQ has been siding with them. Sorry, I just referred to Rakio as she. Resorting to ad hominem attacks. I shall trust Rakio. Unfortunately, with our very low stats, us saying we doubt Rakio probably works more in Rakio's favor than against it. Yeah, I guess this is it. I'll take my leave. See you all again. Let's give her a hug goodbye. We're back in our room. I just confirmed that Setsu has been put into cold sleep. There is still time remaining, so try speaking with the others, as you may be able to gather crucial information. I will display the ship map for you. And so, after we vote, we get the map up, and we can go talk to people. Shigemichi, you know, as unfortunate as he seemed, you know what? I'm looking at this now, and Stella, a little older than the rest of the crew at 26. And then we've got Shigemichi, estimated age 88. So, from the planet Shangun. So, you know, unique among the crew there. Let's go talk to him. Oh, Red, how about we play some video games? Yeah, you know what, that's why we came to talk to Shigemichi, so we can play some video games. Wow. Okay, my suspicions of Rakio have been proven false. I no longer suspect Rakio of being Gnosia. Oh, Rakio, it's such a shame. Yeah, you wanted to say something there, Stella? Whatever. We know SQ. We know it's SQ. I'm the engineer, so I can work the ship system. I'm gonna look into who here's Gnosia. I am the only engineer on this ship. Why would you lie like this? So, they didn't say there who was what, but they both say Gina is Gnosia, even if they didn't say it in the text because there's a limited amount, but we know it's not Gina. We can be 100% sure it's not Gina because one of the Gnosia, mechanically, no real human will lie. They just won't. It's, in a game of werewolf, you might do it to throw in any kind of number of confusion or whatever. But here, humans don't lie. That's just a rule. So we know with certainty that SQ is Gnosia because we know she's a liar. We know Gina is human because one of the two Gnosia is pretending to be an engineer. And so, you know what? Gina, we know you're not Gnosia. Right? Gina is good people. Yeah, Shigemi is like super sketched now. I support SQ. I'm afraid I must stand against Shigemichi. So you suspected me? What the hell? I want to believe Shigemichi. And if SQ is attacking Shigemichi, I'm inclined to side with him too. SQ, we've got to vote you out. Oh, so it's like all on me now? Nope, we've got to vote out one of the engineers. Well, I'll have to choose who will sleep between Stella and Shigemichi. And if we get it wrong, Gnosia win. So I'm going to let everyone else speak. I'm just going to remain silent and hope that we catch someone in a lie. Wait. SQ spinning it on Stella now? Okay, let's start the vote. And, I'm gonna vote Shigemichi. But they all voted for Stella. SQ flipped Gina. This is your decision. I understand. I will be praying for your success while I sleep. But that didn't end the game. Wait, hold on. What? Red, I still just don't know about you. So Shigemichi's dead. Because he was the real engineer. SQ! You're throwing! Shigemichi, I won't forget you. We won't either. We can just go, hey SQ, we know it's you. Both the engineers confirmed Gina's good. Oh, so like, it's all on me now? SQ, you're throwing! So like, this is actually like kind of fun. I get like all this Gina time and stuff. OMG Gina, let's like totally team up and like survive, okay? I'd rather not. I can't trust SQ. Neither could Shigemichi before disappearing. Yeah, it's SQ. We know it. It's sure. Sorry, but like Red sort of like creeps me out. Like I get goosebumps. No, it's not us. Can't be us. Couldn't ever be us. Gina doesn't think so. Okay, let's like see who's going to the fridge. SQ, it's you. No one's voting for us. I mean, fine. Does cold sleep count like beauty sleep? I don't know what compelled you to vote for your fellow Gnosia there, but I appreciate it, letting us get the win. Bid farewell to SQ. All Gnosia are in cold sleep? So, the Gnosia is gone. I was sure I would disappear, so I feel sort of strange. The Gnosia. I wonder what will become of them now. After the end in the log, you can view everyone's hidden intentions. I was mentioning this. Yeah. If we go here, we can see Gina noticed Stella was a liar. So, yeah, she noticed when Stella stepped up as the engineer that she was lying. And we noticed SQ was lying, but we didn't pick up on SQs, and I couldn't really tell. There's no real way to determine which of the engineers was lying from our perspective, so we just sort of went with, I just sort of went with gut feeling, I should say. But yeah, SQ through there. She chucked Stella directly under the bus, and then dived under it herself. Loop 4. Did it stop? I can't stand all this Gnosia stuff, man. I can't even eat in peace. And, hey, you said you were the engineer a minute ago, yeah? So, like, what's an engineer do, anyway? This time, you are the engineer. The engineer discovers Gnosia. You're able to find the Gnosia. Wow, that sounds kinda awesome. Well, anyways, let's chow down before we meet up with everyone. Oops, can't forget this little guy. 1.5% salt content, huh? Better not slurp down the rest of this soup then. And he does so anyways. And they're here. OMG, you guys are like so late. Hey, sorry bud. Who's the Gnosia then, huh? We're about to discuss that now. There are two Gnosia, our enemy. And we have the same crew. The engineer should step forward. That could help us weed out the Gnosia, right? But if the engineer were to come forward now, they're sure to be targeted by the Gnosia. We can't force them to step up. I'm actually kind of surprised myself, but I'm like the engineer. Look out, Gnosia, I'm gonna find ya. Does anyone else wish to claim the role of engineer? Can we assume that SQ is the true engineer then? So yes, mechanically, the game assumes... Well, let me put it this way. Mechanically, if someone claims to be the engineer and the real engineer is an AI, the real engineer will always step up. They will never hide themselves. It gives you the option of doing so. But again, it mechanically assumes that you will always step up for a very specific reason, which is basically gameplay logic. The gameplay logic just sort of collapses if the real engineer doesn't step up, and then there's proofs that the person claiming to be the engineer is not really the engineer, because that means that they had to be the engineer, but they're not the engineer. So it's a kerfuffle, and with that in mind, we're not going to claim to be the engineer. We're just going to let it slide. Hey, come on, Red. You're the engineer, right? Don't just keep quiet like that. Okay. Shigemichi, you rat. We told you that in confidence. But you're going to throw us under the bus, and you're going to force us to step up. I just want to say that among Red and SQ, one of them is fake. I mean, they may both be fakes, actually. We'll see. Well, Rakio, I will point out that comment makes sense at different times, but not right now. Right now, we do know that one of us has to be the real engineer. In any case, since we're the real engineer, we don't really need to say anything. Shigemichi doubts Rakio. We'll let someone else defend Rakio. You know what? Shigemichi, why are you doubting Rakio? Rakio, my buddy here, they're very easy to vote for. That's just the thing. Rakio is very easy to hate. We know that. So you chucking suspicion on Rakio makes me suspect you. Setsu will defend, as will Gina. Gina will doubt Setsu. I mean, maybe the defense of Shigemichi, even though you defended him yourself. Maybe that's suspicious. I don't know. Rakio will make the defense. You know what? Shigemichi, in addition to doubting Rakio, our friend, who's very easy to hate, very easy to throw under the bus, you outed us. And I was trying to keep my mouth shut for a reason. So you're suspicious for that too. Stella agrees with us. Although Setsu will defend, as will Gina again. And you know what, guys? Time for the vote. We've had our 5 talks for the day. We're gonna vote for Shigemichi. And no one else goes along. Well, I will point out here, little note, SQ voted for Rakio. We can strongly suspect that Rakio is human. So what I'm gonna do is Gina. It's Gina doubting Setsu despite agreeing with us. Red, why are you like so abrasive? Yeah, that's like super sketch. Be careful, Red. Talking too much and keeping quiet are both dangerous. You'll draw unneeded suspicion. So, I mentioned this before, our stealth stat at 1 is very low. So if we talk a lot, it's gonna just piss people off. People are just gonna start hating us, they're gonna start voting for us. We need to shut up now. Rakia will jump in though. No, it is Gina, that's suspicious. Although Shigemichi will defend, as will SQ. We'll vote for Gina. Ah. Well, so I'm gone then. You're all beyond salvation, like a bunch of lemmings. But that's fine with me, I don't care. Bye, Raquel. Sorry you got voted for. We'll try to do a better job keeping you alive next time. Red, I love you. I've never felt this way before. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Likability ratings between characters are reset each time a loop begins. So, to clarify, whether or not a character likes us is separate from whether they find us believable, which is also separate from a third stat, I believe, but I don't recall off the top of my head. But basically, there's a certain level of likability that everyone has with us, and they just like us a certain amount, and it just gets reset to the baseline every time a new loop begins. But it can also be influenced. It'll change over the course of days as we, accuse or defend or use other tricks. Oh, Red. No, it's cool. Go on, continue. Oh, SQ, actually, no, it's fine, it's fine. You go on, doing your thing. Yeah, that's a little, especially because, SQ is, we know she's the Gnosia, she's our direct opposition. I'm so sorry, Red. I don't know what came over me. I believe it was your stepping forward as engineer. You're being chucked forward into the crowd against your will as engineer, Red. My chest suddenly tightened up and... It's okay, you can trust me. Please, trust me. Yes, I believe that you're the true engineer, Red. There may not be any evidence to support it, but this is what it means to trust a person, right? Red, you're quite in a dangerous position. I believe you have a high risk of being attacked by the Gnosia infectee when we next warp. Why? Why would we be attacked? If you're attacked, then the other engineer would be clear that SQ was a fake. I feel that this would prove harmful to the Gnosia side, but they will likely sacrifice one of their own to be rid of the true engineer. Chances are high that this is exactly what the Gnosia will do. However, please don't worry. I promise to protect you, Red. Alright then. Good night. So, Stella's gonna protect us. Let's go, have a little chat with Setsu here. Maybe talk about this loop thing. I don't think I'm gonna be able to work with you this time, Red. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. Okay, well, that's a little sus, so let's check you out. No one was attacked last night, but Setsu is indeed human. Hey yo, looks like everyone's doing okay. But why? The Gnosia was supposed to eliminate someone during warp. I believe it was the Guardian Angel. Huh? What's that? One of the crew has become a Guardian Angel and prevented the Gnosia attack. Is that even possible? It is, with very specific warp-related credentials. By delaying the time of the actual warp, the Gnosia loses their chance to attack their intended victim. Yeah, I don't get it. So basically, nobody disappeared, so we're safe? No, warp can only be delayed for a short time, so there's only really time to protect a single person. Also, a guardian angel cannot protect themselves. So yeah, guardian angels, they protect someone, not themselves, protect one person a night. So it can be assumed that they succeeded in protecting the Gnosia target, therefore... Yes, so we need to keep our guard up and continue to search for the Gnosia. To start, can somebody provide a report from yesterday's investigation? So yeah, we have a report. We know Setsu's human. SQ also knows Setsu's human. That's great. So, you know what? It's probably good not to point out that Setsu said she was gonna, or Stella said she was going to protect us. So, like, Stella is, the guardian angel or whatever, so she's, like, not a suspect then, right? No. I simply pointed out that possibility. I did not mean to imply that I myself am the guardian angel. Let's avoid trying to figure out who's the guardian angel's identity. They run the risk of being targeted by the enemy. So yes, guardian angel can't out themselves, and they can't be outed because... mechanics. I have seen that there was, original plans for that to be like the guardian angel can out themselves, or you claim to be the guardian angel, but that got scrapped somewhere along the way, and it's fine. I would love to have those much more complex mechanics in play where there's much more layers upon layers of lies, but it makes sense. It makes sense that you have to cut some of it for time. In any case, let's just let whoever talks to talk. Stella throwing SQ under the bus. Setsu defending SQ. Gina agreeing. Hey, Setsu, I want to just point out that we know you're human. Just let's confirm that again. And Stella doubting SQ again. Oh, so it's like all on me now? Setsu's defending her, as is Shigemichi and Gina. But no, it is SQ. Like... Oh, so it's like all on me then? And now... everyone's defending her. Well, this is not going very well. SQ? It's between SQ and Stella. This isn't an easy decision. Everyone has their own motives. Sorry, but Stella sort of like creeps me out. Like, I get good goosebumps. But, hey, quit picking on Stella like that. Some people are just misunderstood, you know? I don't want Stella to go away just now. I agree, I don't feel there's any reason to doubt Stella. We are being used by SQ. Does nobody else feel this way? Oh, so like it's all on me now? I want to believe SQ. You all want to believe both of them. You've got to pick one. It's SQ. Nope, you all voted for Stella. Well, so this is your decision. I understand. I will be praying for your success while I sleep. Goodbye. Bid farewell to Stella. She's sent to cold sleep. And, let's check in with Gina. Really hope that you and I are both human. Let's, Gina seems a little on our side, so let's check Shigemichi. Setsu's killed. Shigemichi's human. Clear conditions have been filled because Shigemichi and I are the last remaining humans. Okay, well. I didn't really want to make it to the end. Because yes! I was Gnosia. More than half through Gnosia. We lose. Day ends. And, yeah. Unfortunately, that's just the way the game crumbles that time. We weren't able to save anyone. We weren't able to save Rocky. We weren't able to save Stella. I set this up specifically so that we're playing on hard mode. And we're going to miss some of the events. Like, we're going to miss some of the extra events because of that. Like, the best endings of certain events. So I am, leaving you some room. So if you want to go experience this game yourself, I definitely won't be covering everything. It's impossible to, because you got to play both male and female to do so. because you get the certain scenes with as each. There are some scenes which are just available as if you play as male, some scenes that are just available as if you play with female. Unfortunately, no scenes that are just available if you play non-binary, but can't win them all. And yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to end. If you've enjoyed this Let's Play so far, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time when we play Gnosia.